Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asuguso a otie no yeda mu nyina ase esan ma mo akwaba bio some 38 minutes after 2 yeguso ede dwumadi ebremo from now till 6:30 p.m. Midin you say bonsu yebekwa ahoma no so enche na yakọ akwa enkomo. We'll be speaking to the Deputy Health Minister Dr. Bernard Okoboy in a moment na afi ahwe the course when namsoma Doctor for call it off. Nurses, sorry, a call it off on strike. And Dr. Bernardo Koboy, MP, Lejokoko Constituency Deputy Health Minister. Doc, Akwaba na pom to saying.
Yeah, Toby. Miso na mi pese mi big farming. Mi nyama na sayo.
Onioma nyina are ready. Akasika ho menso ye bedwen ho team ne bedwen ho ai ye bedwen ho ne ahwede ye betimi aye but on a more serious note no doc enra ye ne secretary Ghana Nurses and Midwives Association edin komo, and they were bent on the fact that until some concrete commitment from government, no, and you had call it of strike. We are told this morning, say, Oma call it strike off. Then see what happened.
Yeah, so first of all, when say negotiations on conditions of service for nurses, midwives, certified, registered aesthetics, as well as physician assistants. I group normal for strike, some time ago, and I think as far back as 2019, a letter came from Fair Wages on the 17th of September to these groups, said proposed as Mbra na YNDC of conditions of service. The proposal was submitted on the 20th of January. From the nurses and the physicians. So a date which was 18th of February this year to start the actions. But just the day before the 18th, which was the 17th of February, I think they asked for some time to do some editing to the proposal. COVID, discussions were supposed to happen at the ending of February, but COVID slowed Yamakaka. And then somewhere in June, then the discussion started again. But when it started in June, I think we have about new allowances, non-basic allowances, groups need a put forward. Government got its response in September. September 3rd also. Emma,
Doc, line we might have to call you back. Into your best after back to see Dr. Bernardo Koboy and can responding to the course so and Ryan Namsoma nurses, midwives, certified anesthetist and a physician assistant to call it off on strike beshani and Eddie and Como. O adwentra obetimi de wo dia brain 0546 382 na yenhwe entio enne Emmanuel Ohene Jan ye news editor ewo Empire FM in secondary takwadene na woda. Emmanuel Ohene Jan, happy birthday to you and live to be 94.7 and beyond. Ma mensharamen twaso doc.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's better now. It was
Obi. So we had a meeting, series of them in September. And the last meeting, I remember, which was on the 18th, that was last Friday, the agreement. In fact, before the 18th, now later, ABBA said they are going to go on a strike. So I think it's the one before the 18th. I think that was on 17th. Some meeting, the Aban kind say, omo request no, omo I think 7 out of our 9 were more or less agreed to by government. But there were some 2. The government team felt they had to look at the fiscal impact, whether it's sustainable or able to sustain that particular provision. And remember, as for sensitivity, it was sure. Sensitivity means that being empathetic or being concerned about their request. But sustainability is very paramount, so that you don't just say yes and not sustain the provision. So I know I can say you then need about 3 to 4 weeks, so that by that time the assessment, the fiscal assessment, and all that would have been made, and they will know the position on the outstanding too. But Nona, for some reason, our well-cherished nurses and physician assistants decided to embark on strike action. Really, when we tried to talk them out of the strike and weren't getting much results, the Labour Commission came in, and the Commission resorted to court action. Remember, again, the court action was not to make nonsense of their request or their proposals, but it was to get some time to still look at the negotiations. There were 10 days given, but strike happened last Monday. And we are pleased as a government that after the talks, they came back to the table. Now, and then at the meeting, you had the president with their secretary. At least on the government side, you had Deputy Minister for Employment, you had the National Labour Commission, Dr. Kwapon from Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. The Ministry of Health was represented by the Chief Director. The Director of HR was also there. Director of HR, Ghana SS, was also there. Basically, what happened today was an education session for all the stakeholders to appreciate the labor laws and to encourage those at the table to explore all the routes provided by the law before going into strike action. And Obi, when you take the route of the strike action while still at the table, then it's like you've pressed your opponent to the wall before even the discussion starts. So we are happy that our sisters and nurses, our friends in the profession, the nursing profession, appreciated the education or the enlightenment that was done on the laws, and then they accepted to continue the negotiations. All the parties were given up to 28th of October to have more or less finalized the roadmap.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that assuming you still have a situation where a party is not satisfied, then the Labour Commission can help to make sure that we reach a consensus.
In this year, on more issues, so more raising, the Amagia Tumne say, Montois Sonia negotiations, deadline, and as a timeline, October 28th, right?
Yeah, so, Obi, the last time, and yes, I feel we will take a look at their proposals. So, almost, I think about 80 to 90% of the items they proposed had been more or less agreed to by government.
Okay.
There were some 1 or 2 outstanding proposals which the government team felt that we have to do the fiscal impact analysis, so that should you want to pay or should you want to shoulder that particular provision, is this something that can be sustained? So the government team asked for time because the assessment involves people at the Ministry of Finance and a few technical individuals. But they wanted more or less an agreement now than when they were at the table. So what has happened now is more or less we've been taken to that stage where we'll still do the fiscal impact and see how we can reach a provision that can be supported and sustained going forward.
Oh, okay. And is this year after meeting, and omo announce say strike off and they are returning to work.
Yeah, Obi, if you watch the attitude of government, the Ministry of Health and the other partners in all this, we've been very cautious about our comments. The reason being that, look, if you check the statistics for COVID, the situation continues to be an encouraging one. And key to the success is the nurses, midwives, and the physician assistants. So these are our partners, and we hold them very dearly. And that is why in all this, we've been encouraging them to come to the table and stick to the rules. And we are happy that at the end of the day, that has happened. It's unfortunate that we had to have 1 or 2 days of strike. I mean, that could have caused some risk for our patients or the citizens. But in all this, we are all learning. I'm happy that they got to appreciate some of these things. And the good thing is that it came with a labor consultant who more or less also shared a similar position that the Labor Commission presented at the floor. And, sometimes when you lead a group and things are quite charged, you can take steps that might, So, bottom line, we are going to the table. I mean, starting immediately tomorrow, we have to start our engagements and make sure that all partners are happy. Yeah.
Doc, my infancy na ye nasi bibi ani e besan so aba wo bi o.
Before you be
yes.
Let me say, it is not for nothing that in these COVID times, when inflows to almost all governments have dipped, we have a government that says that I want to exempt all my health workers from taxes. It is not for nothing that in these 3.5 years, over 93,000 health workers have gotten clearance. Some have been at home for 4 or 5 years. This government has engaged in all these things because we appreciate the fact that health service delivery cannot hold without a motivated and happy health worker. And the government that shows such an attitude cannot be the one that would inconvenience or make health workers suffer unnecessarily. And it is the more reason why we continue to encourage them to be at the table. Every matter can be solved at the table.
Doc, that's it. Bibiani Ebeba Bidin Komo. Dr. Bernardo Koboy, Deputy Health Minister, and Moten and Kano, or MP for the Lejokuku constituency as well. May I take your big platform to wish Dr. Kweku Frimpong, champion, the owner and president of Ashgold Football Club, a happy birthday. May all his good wishes and dreams to see Ashgold SC on top of Ghana and African football be fulfilled. Nana Chey Nediwe, about communications and media team member of Ashgold Sporting Club. And he's wishing Dr. Kweku Frimpong, champion, a happy birthday. Obi Nsu said, Obi, we didn't call off the strike. It's only suspension. Aziko so or a physician assistant. I hear you, Aziko. Inti yebehwe the Nyoma atutu we are making effort to speak to some of the executives. Inti yenyawa the betuja. Obi, good afternoon. A very special happy birthday to Gifty or TV. I want to say a special greetings to my boss Fadi Dabusi. Nana Ikuya Boaten wa Blekoma Central. Obi, kindly wish my father Nana Asari Bediako II, Nifahene of the Esumeja traditional area, a happy birthday. We wish him God's continuous blessing and good health. Nana Yao Sapon, Executive Assistant to the Minister of Trade and Industry. Osene Papa Nana Asari Bediako II, Nifahene of the Esumeja traditional area, and Eyewa with a happy birthday to you. Obi, kindly wish my sweetheart, Anne Asamoah Ado, a very happy birthday. I wish her good health, long life, and greatness. Eko Jan and Odiwe Abayeko Jan. Thank you. This one says, kindly say congratulations to Mr. John Davis, alias Opemu Woyome, Communications Officer of the NPP for Amasaman constituency for bagging a Master of Science degree in Development Management from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology over the weekend. In Opemu Woyome, congratulations to you. And a belated happy birthday to Frank Osei Yeboah alias OY of the Greater Accra Regional Campaign Team of the NPP and Mr. Nene Sakite of MPP in Tema. God bless them. When you know if we say Obama ho and a buy. This one says, I would want to use your biggest platform to wish Mr. John Anodam, Country Director of UNDP in Sudan, the best of everything. May God continue to bless and protect him. Kwesi Reynolds, Ewa Agona Odoben. Yesterday was your birthday as well. Nana Ajwa Arthur. Nana Ajwa Arthur, Drive Jam host on Sky Power FM in Takrade. Belated happy birthday to you as well, Nana Ajwa Arthur. Enraewa would have lived to be 94.7 and beyond. Inti messages not a door, so let's still get onto the phone lines. Meba birthday messages are academy na betruja amamo. David Chum Cranton, General Secretary Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association enra yeneno edi nkomo and yen saying musa the latest. David akwaba not saying great. You know, I Tim Cry Chum. And you're cranting, okay. Me, meet me, Facha me. And then to me, Equo share penny for.
Mina, that's it. So I'm a 10 minutes, Ghana for any guitar home. I'm back, then I'm not here. You're 24 friends. You say they need to so amount. Now, you know, Apushia. The Obisaya 9 o'clock.
Ma suspend the strike, and I'm calling it off.
Calling it off.
Ma call it strike ne off completely.
But I call it off.
Not just say money edge in Koma course one of pine home.
When I'm coming here, and young Koma, yeah, the maybe I come out here, name of Labor Commission, they share government. And almost. Execute Muse and almost catch it. Young open my bosom. Jenny, I'm buying in Cottonage. Now, by year and 2 years. Now, it may report to them by 28th of October. You see, now, initially, no, yes, it's as there. Now, a normal, you come as a baby, your administrative issues and your allowance. Allowance is the near those episodes, but before the year two, then into now, a buying of me. Now, both the administrative issues, no, and ultimately,
okay, it is that you are going back to the negotiation table now. One mama up to October 28th.
That's right.
But me busa question say, was the negotiation opportunity not available and I would declare strike in the first place?
Oh, that medical can and I buy it and I'm not. And I did no more members of the day. And the way you know, I see it because of this, then I ban it. You can't have maybe I just maybe a maybe a woman. I know what's your tina from Monco now Monco so no man. I've been very and you know, and the tabo at Waba there would entry and negotiation table because then I know never be up to see maybe next year.
Asempa FM.
Yeah, might be one man there. We should resolve all the issues and report that. So I think it is better.
Oh, okay. And what it means, should the negotiations not go well as Momo Shoshana, the strike will be back.
The negotiations are caught here. Yeah, Penwa. Yeah, better draft money back. Say, at the moment, catch up and yes, or catch up and
okay, I think it's fair. Inti we no comma nurses, midwives, anesthetist, and physician assistant. Yina. Ubi a call back to Ejuma.
Ubi a call back at 8 a.m.
Or channel at 8 a.m. Okay, yate.
Ghana how do you? Ghana how do you? Next year I have one. I do the end. Ejina okwano dada.
Yeah.
No and person normal ebejija. Now the ready up for put the page no na dia never jama. Ya akodi zika te costa. Dia no to bukaje. Indi op kajiatu. Dia do ini the dogana for. Indi ebeguswara. Na de tie.
Mate, David, Mama Yanasi, Bibiani, Besaba Bidin Komo. David Nkwanchum, General Secretary, Emma, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and Moten and can confirm and said the strike action has been called off. They are going back to the negotiation table together with the Labour Commission, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and the ministry, I suppose. And from now till 28th October to report to the team and Omotna see a meeting, and then they take it from there. And to the host is here, no, say by 8 a.m. I was a nurse for midwife for physician assistant. Ne mo amokeka hu nyina amokɔ strike no ochna nyame yadome wo so bia reported to duty ochna 8 a.m. and Timon so emfa am. That's the latest from them. Yabeko Electoral Commission in sense seminim enra mobekaya the National Communications Officer of the NDC. Same Jemfi Ebaha Edin Sembebrina Betruja. Before that, Nana former President Mahama and NDC for running mate. Professor Nana Jane Opokwajimana call it off on campaigns. Na Ekoso Nabaku or Bono region, Bakonso Central region, calling off for Munina Bank crying. And the reason is that Omati send Sembia Kokoso with exhibition and Shada and Papa Enra, the communications officer, Ebe numerating semi how nara. Ede etuja ama munyina mu TV ntia ye pese edi ho nkomo ne yehwe. Kindly wish Zegor Ernest of Kumasi Agrek a happy birthday for me from Banana Dunabian Fashion Center in Tabora and all the way aba. Okay, and there is this message will be there sending me say, and that's from the President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. The Facebook page. I say, in addition to going to your respective registration centers to verify your voter registration details, you can also send your voter ID card number, just as I have done, to short code 1422 to confirm your voter ID details. Yes, into another ede eka ho into what they call 1422 no. The details in and you can see the age, the gender, the polling code, the polling station, the district, and the region. You also encourage someone to check your 1422. You dial 1422, and then I think you follow the prompt. Now, baby, I say you send your registration details, no, your voter ID card number to 1422, which is a short code, and then ubehu say details in abeba for you to know right and I say and you're right, and then you can take it from there. And so you can also do same na bibia to me akoye ma yenkonko tie we emra yeba yebeko Electoral Commission